everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a quick little tutorial on how to make color changes when making the moss stitch square. So I just want to clarify before I start the tutorial that this is just purely on how to make color changes. So if you want to learn how to make this square, I do have a separate video tutorial on that. So I'll go ahead and link that in the description box, and I'll go ahead and link it right here on the screen. So you can go ahead and click that if you would like to make it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this tutorial. So the yarn I'm using is Hue Plus Me yarn. It's a number 5 bulky weight yarn, and I'm using it in the colors Salt and the color Desert. I'm also using a 6.0 millimeter crochet hook. All right, so where we're gonna start at is I'm about to make my color change, of course. And so I went ahead and cut my yarn, and now we're just gonna finish off our work. So we're just gonna yarn over and pull through and just carefully pull it close, not fully tight though, just like that. Okay, and so now I'm ready to add my next color. So I'm going to go ahead and turn over my work because, as we know, in the moss stitch square, you want to turn your work to keep the edges straight. And so you want to go ahead and grab your next color. So I'm just going to work in the color Salt again. And we're going to go ahead and stick our hook in the place that it would normally go if you were just working one color. Okay, so that's just the next space. Just like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the color that I was working on and just have it over my hook like this, because I'm going to leave it in as I'm working my next stitches. So this way I don't have that many tail ends to weave in. Okay, and now I'm going to take my second color, or my next color, and I'm just going to put it over the hook just like that. Okay, and I'm just going to carefully pull it through. Now I do need to pull this a little bit just to have a little bit more of a tail end. So you should have something that looks like this, okay? And so now I'm just gonna yarn over with that new color, and I'm gonna pull through. All right, and then I'm gonna pull my tail end a little bit, and now you should have something that looks like this. It should look like a single crochet. Okay, and then that's it. That's how you make a color change. And so now I'm gonna work my way around the square so you can see how I finish it off as well if you were to make another color change. Okay, so my next step would just be to make a chain, and here's my space. I'm gonna make a single crochet. So I'm still carrying along the color from the previous row. Okay, so I am just gonna make my single crochet, then I'm gonna chain, make my single crochet, and I'm just gonna continue working all along my square. And then I will meet you right here towards the end when we have to make a slip stitch. All right, so I've just finished working my round, and so now I'm here towards the end. So I just need to make one more chain and slip stitch to the loop that we made, just like that, okay? And so now your work should look like this. And so that's how you make a color change. And so I just want to show you one little thing that I do at the end, just because I think it just looks way nicer. So this would be the front of my work, of course, and then this is the back of my work. And do you see how here we only have one strand, because that's where we added our yarn, and the rest, of course, are all single crochets, but they have 2 strands. So what I like to do is I like to grab my darning needle, and I am going to go ahead and stick my tail end in from the color that we added, and I like to carefully stick it in to the top of where the stitch is, and I can see my tail end went out here. So let me just put that in there, and I pull it through carefully, and see how we have 2 strands there now? So now it looks even to all the other ones, see? And so when I turn my work back to the front, you have a piece right here, but you can just work that in, or you can, as you're making your stitches, you can have it overlap across the other stitches. But yeah, so now both sides look even. And that is how I make a color change. All right, everyone, I really hope you enjoyed this quick little tutorial on how to make color changes when making the moss stitch square. Now, if you did want to see some step-by-step photos, I do have a blog post written on this technique. So I'll go ahead and include that in the description box. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.